Whether or not we're very live this morning, Gemma.
No, we're not
Neither
very
of us feel
alive,
fabulous.
but we were going live.
Going
and that
live.
was the important part.
Yay!
Was that we were going live.
Excellent.
So, wasn't that
And here we
a
are.
children's programme that we used to watch years ago, Going Live? Or a Saturday morning, I want to say. There you are, Natasha.
Going live?
Yeah, I think so. Either that or I've just totally made that up. Which, you
Did it
know,
have Sarah Green?
I want to say yes.
Oh, let's say yes.
Was Pip Schofield on it? Should we find out?
Pip Schofield?
Yes.
Who's Pip Schofield?
Philip Schofield.
Does he call himself Pip these
Well,
days?
no, but
Is he down
you
with
know.
the kids? Maybe that's not
But
one
if we
to
were
ask.
personal friends, that's what I'd call him.
If you were personal friends.
Which I like to think is
If we
an
were
option.
personal friends.
Yep. Going Live, British television series, children's television series. The Office Child won't remember this. Nor
No,
listeners.
no.
26th of September 1987 to the 17th of April 1993.
Was she even born then?
Trevor and Simon were on that. I loved Trevor and Simon. Swing your pants, Tash. Swing your pants. Come on. Don't pretend you don't remember Swing Your Pants. We know you're only saying that, so you don't have to do it.
Do you know what?
Natasha
I
makes.
didn't watch Saturday morning TV.
Swing your pants.
So Gemma is, for those of you that can't see, Gemma is there going, swing your
Yeah,
pants.
it's got to be more in the legs than the upper body. So
Is that not?
Emma Forbes was on it as well.
Was that like a forerunner to flossing?
Oh, possibly actually. Maybe they were the original flossers.
Can't do that either.
Hey. But no, Emma Forbes was on it as well. You know her with the fabulously glossy hair.
Oh, they all glow.
Wow. She did the Head and Shoulders advert.
Unlike us, we are not glowing this morning.
She did the
I
Head and
feel neither
Shoulders
glossy nor glowy this morning.
No. She
Slightly
got,
snotty.
she got a bit caught out, did Emma Forbes.
Did she?
Yeah, because she
Doing
did the
what?
Head and Shoulders adverts.
Right.
I'm sure it was her. And she was being interviewed for a magazine at one point, and she was like, oh yes, I really love doing those adverts. Weeks and weeks of treatments on my hair. It was so nice to have all those treatments make my hair lovely and
Did she
glossy.
though? I'm just trying to find your...
Yeah.
Did she?
She said it, and then, or whoever it was, I'm sure it was her, said it, and then, whoops. Because that's the point, you're not supposed to say that. Her hair was supposed to look so fabulous because she uses Head and Shoulders, not because she'd had weeks and weeks of treatments to get her hair looking wonderful first. Ha ha.
It's like when they have all these celebrities do these hair and then you find out they've just got hair extensions in.
Yeah.
It's not even real hair.
Or, when I colour my hair at home, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't do that.
That's
Your
only because you
hairdresser
have
does
an
it.
entire hair salon in your massive mansion.
Yeah.
That's the only reason you're colouring it at home, love.
The only one that does actually colour her hair at home is Davina. Do you know why?
Why?
Partner's a hairdresser.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Good, excellent.
Casting all these aspersions.
So
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
No one's safe this morning. We're just going to have a good old word about everybody.
I'm a bit scared.
Call them out on their nonsense.
Well, you've already had a go at me this morning. Gemma Coney mentioned, not being funny, 30 minutes till we go to air, you need to put some makeup on. I was like, all right. I haven't put any shoes on, still got my slippers on. Yay!
G'day.
It's one of those mornings. Good morning, everybody. Who have we got with us? Shall we find out?
Oh, Ali
Shall
can
we
see
find
you.
out?
Farmer Ali.
Farmer
She
Ali,
can
good
see
morning.
you.
Is she on that there YouTube?
She is. She says, good
Fabulous.
morning. Looking
Good
forward
morning.
to watching today with my new lenses in my eyes.
Yay! Oh, crikey, you'll
The
actually
colours
see.
are amazing in the quilt behind you. It's been up all week, Farmer Ali, but now you can see it.
Now you can
properly.
actually see it. I have to say, right, we're gonna make this little thing in various sizes today, and this is my little circle pouch. It's all the fun. It looks like a ladybird if you wish it to.
Yeah.
I think I've missed a trick there.
Ah.
But I had to borrow a plain bag. Gemma's like, why don't you just use one of the many bags we have on the bag tree?
In the hall.
Because none of them are plain, and I need you to see the beautiful, pretty Liberty fabrics. So Iswiz came in with a slightly grubby bag, but we'll ignore that because it's hers and it's being used on the regular. And she didn't know that I was going to grab it and use it. But it just goes to show, because you see, stuff will get lost at the bottom of this bag.
She'll be mortified now. She'll be making herself a new one, won't she?
She will be, yeah. But for the stuff that you need, pennies for your parking, Lippy, fits in there. Yeah. Yep. It does. Morning, Jimmy. Morning, Claire. She's loving having no school run for 2 weeks. My school run is very painless. I actually did my old school run the other day, and I was like, it used to take me an hour there and back.
Yeah, it did.
Now it takes me 4 minutes.
And you trudge up the hill.
Yep. Yeah. Morning, Natalie. Morning, Rona. Morning, Claire. Morning, Ginny. Morning, Eds. Good morning. Good morning, Auntie Lizzie. Oh. How much coffee has Gemma had?
Oh, none. None. However,
hang on,
not feeling my sparkly best this morning.
Is that why? She clearly... Oh, dear. There we go.
On cue.
Yeah. Jane says it's damp and drizzly in North Devon today. It's a bit damp and drizzly in here, especially a bit noisy in the corner. Morning, Sue. She says she's feeling snotty and sorry for herself and her jammies. So am I, Sue. This is as close to being in my jammies.
We love jammies.
As I can get.
Yes.
Yes. Morning, Christina. Morning, Sharon. Morning, Brenda. Morning, Pauline. Morning, Joe. Morning, Debbie. Morning. It's just us, though, isn't it, Jem?
Yeah.
It's just you and me, and we both woke up with a sore throat yesterday morning and went, and then it has progressed. Debbie's looking forward to today's show. Thank you, Debbie. Everybody else in the office is absolutely fine. Natalie says, "Bless you, Gemma."
Thank you.
And Erica says, "Morning, Natasha and Gemma. Looking forward to today's show in sunny Suffolk." We've got a range of weathers then. Whether the weather be nice or whether the weather be bad. Well, whatever the weather, whether it's...
Oh my
I don't know, whatever
God,
it is.
and they're asking how much coffee I've had. Crikey bobs.
Right. Okay, so here's the thing. I've got various things. In fact, Gemma, please could you pass me one each of those colours of those clasps, because I put them all neatly into little bags. I baggied them up
and you
yesterday.
Got for, didn't you? You got for to pick one up of each.
And I forgot because I left them on my desk. But I did baggy them up nicely.
You did, with the necessary...
Just to make sure that they were all...
accoutrement.
I wanted to make sure that you had the right screws.
You didn't have a screw loose?
I did not want you to have a screw loose.
Nope.
Make a job of that. Thank you, darling. So, yeah, we have got these. I've got 3 different cups. I can't even count with my fingers. 3.
No.
3. Gemma's struggling as well.
You couldn't be Ted Rogers, could you? Did 3, 2, 1, didn't you? You could just do it really quick. 3, 2, 1.
I can't do that. No. We've got these. Now, I showed these yesterday, and did I actually show them? Or did we say, what makes would you like? And
no,
one
you
of our
did show one.
Did I?
Yeah.
And I said, what shall I make with this?
Because you'd got a few things you'd been playing with, but nothing that you were absolutely concrete settled on.
Yeah. And then I said, what shall I do with this?
Yeah.
And who was it said, I'd like a phone case, please.
It did.
So, your wish is my command.
Agreed.
So I made one. I made one. And it's got Izzy's phone in it. How to stop teenagers texting whilst you're on air is to remove their phone and say, oh,
borrow that, thanks.
Just need it for the show, for the greater good. So let's show you what we've got. I hope we've got lots of messages on it. So this is it, and I've had some beautiful Liberties. Basically, I was offered Liberty fabrics at a great price, which I passed on to you, and I got to cherry pick the colours that I wanted. Obviously, I like blue, so I went all blues. And so this is what you asked for, and this is what I have produced for you. Bye-bye.
Beautiful.
Gemma, is this or is this not the easiest make in the world?
It's very, very easy.
It had to be because I was feeling quite rotten yesterday and I was not up for doing anything complicated at all.
Much as she loves you all. No.
Yeah.
Just no.
Right, so let's talk Liberty Fat Quarters, because there's a lot you can do with a Liberty Fat Quarter, but we've done a lucky dip of 4, and there'll be any one of these, any 4 from this bundle.
Yes.
Because they weren't all the same length bolts.
No.
So some of you have bought this as a 10 fat quarter bundle, in which case
well done,
you are good to go.
Yeah.
But in order for it to be appealing for you, because you're not going to know which ones you're getting, we've
That's
done it
half
at
the fun though, Tash.
ridiculously cracking price. Yeah, and if you buy 2, like, we'll see if we can mix and match it up for you.
Yeah.
Inga is quite good like that.
She is.
So these are the Liberties. I just love them. When I pick the Liberties that I want them to be obviously Liberty.
Yes.
This one is the only one that they sort of went Art Deco-y, didn't they, for a bit, and I quite like that, so I got that one in there. Yeah. But the rest, I wanted to be that you looked at it and you went, oh, that's Liberty. That's my favourite, one of my favourites of all time, the Mary Catherine. So I had to get that one back in. So I hope I've picked ones that you like, that you think also are, because otherwise why are we buying Liberty? And this is what I don't understand. Like, if we're not buying Liberty because it looks like Liberty, why are we buying Liberty?
Correct.
That's been my bugbear for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't look like Liberty, I don't want it.
No.
No, no, no.
So, we
So
will
this
be
is it.
cherry picking the Liberty going forward.
Yeah,
You know.
for the ones that I think look most Liberty-like.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what else I found, Gemma, when I was
What's that
there? I had a little I was looking for something in Inga's Wimbledon corner,
Yeah.
and I found these. 2 of them just left.
Love those. I have these.
These are so handy just to keep in your car. They're your little rose gold and fold away scissors. You can have them in your bag, and they are safe. I've only got 2. That's
Now,
it.
I used to carry a set of these everywhere. We all know now that I'm a bit obsessed with my Easy Snips.
Well, yeah,
But-
EZs,
Yeah.
the old
If
EZs.
you like a scissor.
So also, I'm very aware that we have brought you quite a few projects where you're going to have a lot of fabric left over. Case in point, Gemma, these. So if you've had any of our packs where you've had, and these are going to be loaded today. Let me show you these.
Yeah.
Oh look, I found this. I haven't actually managed to put it on my hands yet, but I have found it to put on later, for they are still dry. Look at the gold star tops.
They're marvellous, aren't they?
Yeah. So we've just gone with a real neutral there for the inside, and then you've got your lovely minty colour there, and then your gold, which goes there. But you see, these are your, oh gosh, these ones are not the,
Starry.
yeah, they are 8.5 centimetre bobble top. So if you've got the 8.5 centimetre bobble top pattern, it will work with that.
Yeah. And if not, get that one. It's really useful whenever we do this.
It is really useful. And then look, you've got the alphabet here with your little black and white ones. Emily is obsessed with letters at the moment. She's so desperate to read and write.
Oh, bless her.
So desperate. She journals every night, just writing random letters, and then asks me what it says. So I'm like,
Nothing really, pet, but well done.
don't really know. She said, well, let me read it to you then. Like, yep, we'll do that.
Good idea.
And there's an entire story that is going on. Now this I rather love. This is one of the Cave Facet collective. This is from the 85 collection when Cave turned 85.
It's a good time to do it.
Gorgeous is that? And the reason that we gave you fat quarters in all of this is not so that you would have loads spare, but you do, but so that you can cherry pick and so you can go, right, I might want that bit to echo that bit or whatever, so that you can not pattern match, what's the word I want?
Fussy cut.
That's it, that
Yeah.
one. That one, Gemma.
That's the badger.
That's the one. So that's why, but it means that you'll have lots left over. And when we have lots left over, oh, actually, that would look really nicely with these, wouldn't it? We want to do something with those as well. So what I've got for you today are lots of different zips and things. And we're going to make a little zip pouch out of your scraps. But how special are these, Gem? I have to show you these. These have just come in. And I heart them so much. Look at that for a zip pull. It's got a sewing machine on it. I mean, come on. A sewing machine on it, Gemma. A sewing machine zip pull, bless you. So I was very excited when those came in. I've also done you a trio on a nice little deal. These have got, if you want to put little tassels and things on things, then this has actually got space for your tassel. Because I've wanted to put a tassel on some of my pouches and then not really known where to put my tassel on. So if you'd like the light gold, rainbow and silver, they're available with a little discount on, or they're available individually.
Beautiful.
Hurrah. It always takes a while to get these things in, but they are finally here. And we are expecting more zip pulls in. They are my newfound favourite thing, which we like. We like a lot. Okay, so what else have we got for you today? We've also got, and I'm going to show you the scrappy. But if you're making a smaller one, then you might want to use smaller zips. And These are the zips that I used, Gemma, for the when I did all of the school pencil cases
Oh yeah.
from lockdown, because they were inexpensive and
They
very
do
handy.
the job, Tash.
Packs of 5. So we have got, as written on here, peacock, and they are for the length of the actual zip from there to there is 8 inches, and then you've got the extra bit on there. But that's where we've measured it to when we say inches from there to there, the actual usable teethy bit. So you've got peacock, you've got dark grey. How much are we sending these out at? It's like 75p a zip or something, or 70p a zip.
So yeah, for the 5 it's 3 per. It's not a lot, is it?
It's not a lot.
Come on.
It's really not a lot, and you can make 5 things out of it. We've got teal, which is just lighter than the peacock there. We've got navy, so if you wanted a safe one, navy is always safe, especially with all of this. Actually, these will
are just great to have in your stash, aren't
well,
they?
they are. And then mid-grey over here.
Yeah, a
So
bundle
if
of 5
you-
is £3.49, Tash.
Huh?
A bundle of 5 is £3.49.
Oh, well, that's a bargain, isn't it?
Yeah.
£3.49. And then you can make up these. It doesn't always have to be expensive zip pulls and things like that. They are a feature, for sure. But if you just want a quick zip in a hurry, then here we go. Ah! The peacocks have escaped!
Oh no, can't have rogue peacocks.
Do you know, there's a place that I go to for a Sunday lunch after I do my create and craft stint. And it's a very strange town, well, village really, called Ashton. And they have peacocks everywhere.
No offence to anyone from Ashton.
No, it's just a funny little place because it's part of the Rothschild estate.
Oh.
And so all the houses are pretty much the same, but they're all thatched, really beautiful. They all look like fairy tale little houses. It's beautiful. When I say it's a funny little place, like it's a quaint, funny little place, really nice.
And largely occupied by peacocks.
So many peacocks,
I love a peacock.
like 20 at a time,
You
just
love a
crossing the
peacock.
road. I love peacocks.
You really loved that Liberty collection that had the massive peacocks and the chic escape. Got a quilt from that, didn't you?
Peacocks. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm happy. Right, what shall we do first? Shall we do the circular one or shall we do the straight one with the... This is making no sense, is it? I'm hard work today. I'm sorry.
I think the twist clasp.
The twist clasp. Okay.
Although, oh gosh, Tash, I do love the Fiskars circle cutter, and you're going to use that in the
I
second
am
one.
going to use that in a minute.
Gosh, it's very exciting.
It's very tricky. I've got some of my favourite things on the shows today,
Yes.
which, you know, is what's going to get me through the show, I think.
Have you seen the messages?
No.
Have we done that?
Well, we've sort of said hello to people a little bit,
Oh, we have some more messages.
have we? What's? Give me the general gist.
Well, Jojo's making me feel less sad about my cold because she's feeling a bit bleh today. She got food poisoning yesterday. God, it's awful, isn't it? Eh? But she's looking forward to today's lovely makes to cheer her up.
Gemma, do we need to admit to just how horrible we were last night?
Oh, it's disgusting. It was your idea.
I know.
Thank you for owning that, because I've been so good. It was the
So-
most revolting idea, and it was just needed. 'cause we
But
felt
was it
so
the best
rubbish.
idea? Was it the best revolting idea ever?
Yeah.
So we both get home last night, both feeling a bit meh.
Sorry for ourselves, as a minimum, I would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. And really, I'm going to be honest, not wanting to cook. Like the idea of having to cook anything, not going to happen. So we sent your husband out to get big things of fish. Well, no, chips.
Just chips. Just chips.
And then
Have you ever
Gemma,
seen such big portions of chips in your
No,
life?
they were
That's
huge.
just a large portion. It easily feeds
a
several
family.
people.
Yeah.
But we got 2 of them. I mean, this is
And then-
£9 worth of chips. Just chips.
So yeah, Guy rocks up with all the chips in all the world.
Yeah. For 4 of us.
Brilliant. And then you made up a curry sauce.
I did. I've
We
got
had-
like
we
curry paste
basically-
from the Chinese supermarket in my cupboard, which is probably full of MSG and all
Don't
that
care.
other rubbish.
I don't care. It was amazing.
But yeah, we made 2 different types of curry
Yeah,
sauce.
we did.
A Chinese one and a katsu one.
We were disgusting.
And we just stood there. We
Yeah.
didn't even go and sit down. We just stood there at the kitchen counter
Scoffing.
eating chips and curry sauce.
I'm not gonna lie. We were vile.
And
And
I
it was
went,
the best thing ever.
That's your meal, everybody. I'm really sorry for the lack of nutritional value, but Don't care.
Tough.
Feel rubbish.
Yep.
Enjoy.
Yep.
Soft babes.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
Erica's had a cold and cough for 5 weeks.
Go and get that checked out.
Oh my gosh, yes, go and get that checked out. And please tell me this isn't going to kick around for 5 weeks. I'm not about that life. Claire Angelina
Do you know,
says,
I have a theory on this.
Go on then.
My theory is we're all locked up away from any kind of anything.
So true.
That now that we are actually allowed out,
Yeah.
of course we're getting everything.
Our immunity's rubbish.
Because somebody said to me the other day, but you never get ill.
Nope.
I'm like, I know I never get ill. But you've been ill for ages. I know.
And you and I take more supplements and vitamins
Oh,
than anyone else I know.
Right, I'm going to do a demo. So, just so that we can
fine.
watch. I have cut my strips the same width, plus a seam allowance as my clasps. Now I'm going to show which colour clasp shall I do it in. This is the one on WizWiz's phone. That is gunmetal. I also have quite a nice there, light gold, or I have got. Can you see that one? That's an. I want to say antique bronze, only it's not quite antique. It's lovely.
Beautiful, isn't it? I think we went with antique brass, perhaps.
Should I go with antique brass?
Yeah.
And then I'll just
Because it's not shiny, yellowy brass.
No, it's not.
Got that nice antique tone to it. I think that's what we went with.
So yeah, this is what we're getting. My saving grace, and it's on your desk there, Gemma, was one of these. And I will be requiring mine back. It's taken a bit of a battering up and down the motorway, but if you do not have a little magnetic pin dish, please get yourself one. We've got some Gemma laughs because I call them sacrificial pins. They're rubbish pins, but you don't want to be ruining your good pins when you need a sacrificial pin to like pull out a corner or something like that.
There are jobs.
So I know that these they're pretty. They have a use, but please don't think that we think that they are fabulous quality. But we're just going to give you those anyway because we had some and we thought you might like them.
Don't use them on your nice fabric.
No. And we're not charging you anything for that.
No,
we're just
they're free.
giving you those so that you've got them in there. And this is your magnetic pin dish. Now, why? Because, yes, you look at mine. Mine's been up and down and smashed and everything else, but it's still going strong and it doesn't affect the magnetic qualities of it. This, Gemma, is why we need a magnetic pin dish, because I've got my big bit there, but you'll notice it has little holes in. And this is what I was doing for you lot yesterday, going through and putting everything in little, I'm not allowed to call these drug dealer bags, am I? Little bags.
No, because those aren't, hang on, no.
These ones are, yeah. And then...
genuinely, when we needed to buy these teeny tiny bags, we couldn't find them by searching all sorts of things, Ziploc bag, blah, 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 blah. If you put said words in that Natasha just said that we won't repeat because Facebook will get cross, they come up immediately.
It comes out, everybody knows what we mean.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Which is really wrong because we've all watched movies and seen such things.
Yes, we have.
So I'm going to cut this, and all your measurements are in your pattern. I'm going to save that for my scrappy bits for later. I'm going to need that for later. For Ron, Gemma. That's what we say, for Ron.
So for later on. Oh,
for Ron.
God, that took me a minute.
I know.
Oh.
And then I've cut my H640 just slightly skinnier. And I'm going to put that on the back of one of these. So I've just left my seam allowance there. And again, all the measurements in your what's it.
In your what's it?
So this is a make of minutes. The clasps are not actually very expensive, are they? Well, we had a little bit of an argument about this because Gemma said that I should have charged more and I said no because I wanted them to be affordable for everybody.
Yeah.
And Gemma's like, but they should be more, as I know.
But you are fundamentally a crafter first and a businesswoman about 28.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Wendy's with us and she says, hello, first time I've been able to watch live for a while. I've introduced my 82-year-old mum to you.
Amazing.
She loves to see what you've been up to when we watch on Capture.
Ah, well, hello to you.
Hi, Wendy's mum.
And to Wendy's mum.
Yeah.
Lovely to have your company. Now, here is the thing, right? If you are going to do this as your phone case, for instance, or if you want to do it for any other purpose, then I would just suggest that you can put your, I've made a suggestion of where to put your clasp, right?
Yes.
Just bear in mind you won't have the seam allowance there. So just, you can pop that on if you want there. And you can decide how far up you might want things to be. But for me, like that there, sits beautifully. And you can mark, that's where I want it. And so, Gemma, we will find that middle bit. Don't be tempted. I kept doing this yesterday, didn't I? I had to unpick it and redo it. Because I put it like that, like you would a magnetic clasp, but it's not. It has to go on that way, like that. So I'm going to find my middle point here.
Very musical today, Tash.
I like to be wherever possible.
Good.
Yeah. There it is.
Jojo likes this make. She says, I love this phone pouch. It could be put on a long strap. For my mum says she can wear it round her neck when she's out in the garden, and she always forgets to take her phone, and I worry about her falling.
Well, yeah. So there are various reasons that this is a great make. That is one. The other reason that this is a great make is also because a lot of you, like Gemma, you wear a watch.
Yep.
That does all this kind of gubbins for you, right? And so you don't necessarily need to have your phone out and about all the time. And if you put your phone in your bag, it can get scratched, damaged, all of those things. So if it just goes in a little wallet, they know where it is. And also you could pop a credit card in there with it, a couple of notes, whatever you like. Right, so I've marked off where those are. And I'm just going to make a little incision.
Just be careful not to puncture the back. That's why Tasha's lifted it up. You could unflap it.
Oh no, I don't, I'm not,
Just that top layer.
So then I'm going to get this is my twizzly bit. I'm going to put that through my incisions. There's one. Where did I just make the other? Oh, the other side there. There we go. So that is going to go on there. And then that goes on the back. Like so. And then just press them out. So we're already winning here.
Yeah, look at that. That wasn't difficult, was it?
No, it really wasn't. Okay. Now what we are going to do,
Beautiful.
There we go, is put these right sides together. We are going to pin, especially round here, because you've now got a little lump.
Oh, a little.
A little lump. Okay. And, you know, you've got this as a bit of a guide.
Yeah. Oh, Leslie's reminding us that apparently the tree pollen is very high at the moment. Now, I do get like this with the tree pollen. Sore throat, it's itchy, because my eyes are itching as well. I do get like this with the tree pollen every year. It's like I've got the flu. So maybe it is that. But
is that why Lemsips are not working for me?
I don't know. Maybe it is the tree pollen.
I even tried Day Nurse this morning. Oh, nearly gagged on that. It's the most vile, disgusting thing ever. Don't. It's disgusting.
It's paracetamol, but I do get like this with the tree pollen.
So actually, maybe what we need is some antihistamine. I'll go and have a bit of that later.
Yeah, maybe.
I am in constant denial, thank you, that I ever suffer from any kind of...
hay fever or allergies.
Yeah.
Which clearly you do.
But that doesn't fit with my my Superwoman persona.
No,
I don't think she'd be knocked sideways by a bit of pollen in a tree.
No.
It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in myself if that is the case. I had to laugh at my daughter, Chip off the old block, was sitting there journaling on the toilet the other day. I couldn't find her. She's really quiet. I couldn't find her. I was like, where is Emily? I found her sat in her Wonder Woman cape, trousers round her ankles, sat on the loo, journaling with a Wonder Woman cape. And I was like, oh yeah, there it is. That's my daughter. Yep.
Bless her.
Yep.
She is a munch.
She's hilarious. Very, very hilarious. She was trying to convince me yesterday that she needed to have her hair cut.
Oh.
Nope.
Cut how?
Well, just cut because her brother was having a haircut.
Oh.
Mummy, I know what you're going to say, but I really do think I should have a haircut. Nope.
Why don't you cut it? Just like a little nibble bit off.
Well, I do.
Job done.
She said, but you cut it.
Hairdressers.
I'm like, yes. But I want to go to a hairdresser's. Nope.
Oh, you just need to whip around my house. I'll put a cake round her and cut her hair in my little salon room that's unused.
Yeah, but she'll know that it's you.
Oh, good point.
It's not the same. She wants that.
I'll get Meg to do it.
No.
It's gotta be an
Let's not
actual-
be silly.
Yeah, she's not daft, is she?
She wants the lollipop that Freddie gets at the end of having his haircut.
Right, that can be resolved also.
There are no flies on my daughter. Right, we are going to sew round 3 sides. I almost feel, Gemma, that I should be apologising for how insanely easy this make is.
We love an easy make,
But I'm not going
ever need
to.
to apologise. No, it's
just-
our preferred make. It's an easy make.
Yeah. I don't understand why we complicate life. And I'm happy to say that this was actually one of the, because when we went home last night and I said to you, I will go to bed early and write up the instructions for the circle
Yeah.
scrappy one, thinking it would only be like 6 or 7 steps. 14 steps later.
Yeah.
I'm like, this was meant to be really, really quick, easy. And it is quick and easy. It just needed a lot of explaining. Whereas this one is a straight stitch sew. Simple, easy, quick. Out of Liberty Fabrics, if you will. Woo! So you got something super posh at the end of it. So I've sewn round 3 sides. I'm going to just trim. Bless you.
Sorry, everyone.
I have got all the antihistamine in all the world in my bathroom.
I'm so glad I'm not stood there today.
No. And then we're going to turn this through. Gemma's got tissue shoved up her nose again. It's a beautiful look.
It's the only way.
Yeah, I know. You know when I went to
Tears
do my
rolling
makeup,
down my face.
I'm not that funny.
No.
No, what do you mean no?
No,
Thanks.
You're not that bad. You look like Alice Cooper by now if you were, because your makeup would have been running down your face.
I found it. I remembered I'd bought this makeup-y thing, which kind of basically glues your makeup to your face. Because that's the only trouble with ever trying to blow your nose on air, is that you then end up with a bright red nose and no makeup on.
Correct.
And it's not the best look. So that's why I often stand here and sniff, which is also not a great
Sniffing's
look.
lovely. Isn't it lovely to listen to someone sniff? It's
No,
delightful, isn't it?
it's not. I apologise. It's really
Which is
not.
another reason for the tissue up the nose situation
Yeah.
over here, to avoid the sniffing.
Now give
as
this a
much
good
as
press. It's a pressing matter, Jim. Pressing matter.
Does it press it matter?
Would you believe that we're nearly done?
It's amazing.
I know, right? Right, so now we are going to turn over that end seam. And give it a press. And then we're going to stitch that shut. So no having to remember turning through gaps or anything like that. You just don't sew one end.
No rocket science.
No, it was not a rocket science kind of a day, was it, yesterday?
It really was.
Really was not. It's like if rocket science had been needed in any way. There we go. And that's that done. I do have a new obsession though.
Oh.
Wow, I just want to understand what they are.
Oh.
Because I don't. And to be fair, scientists don't really understand what they are either.
Righto.
But I am a little bit obsessed with black holes.
Okay.
And there are some really good documentaries on black holes at the moment. And I'm just trying to work out what's going on.
Okay.
It's quite fascinating.
Good-o. Well done you.
Yep. So, here we go. Slide that on and pop it in place. So that's just going to sit in there, okay. And then you've got your positioning for everything. Okay, so as long as that is firmly in there, exactly where it's going to be, then that gives you, if we take that off, your positionings for everything else. Pop your pins in. Gemma, this is where I use a sacrificial pin.
Okay.
Is on these little corny bits here. Just to oik them out. So if you've got your pin dish, you're going to want to do that. And we are going to top stitch down those sides. That's pretty much done then.
Good-o.
Yeah, I know. You know when I said I feel like I should apologise
Yeah.
for just how easy this is?
I'd more like to see you apologise when something's complicated.
Sorry?
I'd more like to see you apologise when things are complicated, because we do love an easy thing.
I would flip and do it from this side, just so that you don't get part way down and go, oh. Okay, so we are indeed nearly done. Are we all happy that this is a super easy make now?
I'd like to think so.
Yep. So there it is there, onto there. And now you're just going to add your screws.
Oh, Erica says, where can I find the clasps and kits? They're all on the website, Workshop Wednesday page or Watch Live page. You'll find them if you view all and scroll down. They are there. Right next to the instructions, I can see them.
Now, this is
Give a
where you're
page
going
a
to get
refresh,
your
you
little mini screwdriver out and check which ones, because these are super tiny. But luckily, if you bought yesterday's little screwdriver, whee! And what I really like is that this is all magnetic, so it all just goes in and just stays in. And that makes me very happy. And then I just have to screw that in place.
Just giving these products a little refresh, just in case.
Now, we've got a handful of these left, haven't we? I ended up having to buy more because you went a bit crazy for them yesterday. That's absolutely fine. So I did end up having to buy a few more for you.
Of the screwdrivers?
Of the screwdriver, yeah. Just checking, yeah, that's all good. And you've got a few extra screws in there as well, just in case. You know. Let's just pull that across ever so slightly. Just trying to get that end just in ever so slightly.
Yeah, if you couldn't spot them, Erica, just refresh the page. They should be there. I can see them at my end, so...
Whee.
And Natasha, you haven't put the fabric kits together for this because you've used the Liberty Fat Quarters.
Yeah, these are the Liberty. I've used the Liberty. So you're just buying, what you're buying is your Liberty Fat Quarter Bundle, which will do all of the makes on today's show, and then you buy your hardware in whatever colours you want separately.
Yes.
And that's it, because
And
that's...
it's 4 fat quarters for $12.99.
And, you know...
Crazy price.
Yeah, I know, sorry.
Crazy price. Also, there are a very few of the magnetic pin dish. They will come with the sacrificial pins if we have them, which we do.
Sacrificial pins are our term, by the way.
Yes.
Just no, yeah. So that's that made, by the way. That's it made.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
So this is the, what did we call this one in the end? This one was the antique bronze.
Antique brass,
Antique brass.
I think.
And then that one there is your gunmetal. And then I'll open this one.
Fabulous.
Because let's be honest, I'm going to make one out of the peacock one because I've already cut it anyway. Just not here.
For sure.
And that will be that.
Beautiful. But this doesn't have to just hold your phone.
No, no, no. So the thing is, we did a little poll, didn't we? And we found out that actually all of our pens and everything fit in there. Our glasses would fit in there. All sorts of goodies and shenanigans would fit in there. But yeah, so this is, I think that will be the one that I will make later.
Natasha, all the screwdrivers have gone again.
Oh, do you want to, can we load any more? Yeah, we
dispatch.
can load a few more on delayed dispatch. They're just really, really handy to have. They are. There you go. That gives you an idea of what the bright gold there would look like. I just adore it. But you see, you can. Oh, you see, it would also look really lovely with that as well, wouldn't it? So
For sure.
there they are. Quick, easy makes that just look fabulous. And if you're gifting, again, if you've got a little handmade. We've got the little the little leather PU tags, haven't we, that say handmade?
Yes.
You can always put one on the bottom, if you're gifting, or up there. Easy, 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 easy. There we go. So that is make number one. You know it's a quick, easy make when I go, I'll just make two.
I'll just make something else.
I'll do something else because it really is that quick and easy. And also, if you bought, do you remember we had the bundles? These ones, because this was where these clasps, the idea for these clasps first came from. And then I thought they're a little bit different because these ones are twizzly ones. But from these, and we've still got some of these bundles, haven't we, with the denim?
Yes. Yes, although I've seen those been flying out this morning. You've spotted those too. Well
done, well done, well done. It's just getting those fabrics, isn't it, that just are going to look gorgeous with these. The end. The end. That's it. The end. Now, let's have a look at the next make. So the next make that we're going to do, let's put these away.
Natasha, there's a request.
Oh.
Yes.
Like a DJ?
Here, Jan says a request for
DJ
a pattern
Tash.
/ make.
Go on then.
I'd like to make some storage pods to hang up on clothes pegs, coat hooks, etc. To store all the little bits like grandchild's gloves and what have you.
Oh, nice idea. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
The thing is, you could actually do bigger versions of this.
Yeah.
Because they sit flat, but actually when you open them, you can fit quite a lot in. So this pattern would work for you. Just use a larger size, and then you can hang them because they've got a little thing there. You can hang them. I've used one of my carbonara clips, which aren't called carbonara clips. I can't remember what they are called.
Carabiner, whatever you pronounce them.
That's the monkey. Yeah. So that's what I've used. Or you can use split rings or anything like that. We've still got some of the carabiner thingies.
Yep.
Right, so for this make, I have used HH650. Now, HH650 is really hard for us to get hold of for some reason at the moment. So, if you want it, please get it. The reason that I've done it for this make is it just gives it that extra bit of integrity, and I really like it, and it just means that it's then super easy to sew, and it also means that, well, you'll see in a minute, it also means that you don't have to do lots of funny seams and things, because when you've sewn your seam and you've pinked, if your fabric is adhered to an interfacing, it's not going to fray in any way, shape or form. So this is actually, if I take it off, you can see I've left this. Let me show you. So here's my little make. Here's my little make here with my little clip. And the insides, you don't see the hem. But look, I've just pinking sheared it, which we'll get to in a minute. It sits really nicely in that little bit. And because I've used the HH650, which is adhesive on both sides, that's going to help keep the integrity of your fabric to stop any fray. So that was the method in my madness, Jem. There's always method in my madness.
Always.
Yeah, but how pretty are those Liberty fabrics?
Beautiful.
Really. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful,
Beautiful.
So if you do not have, and I might do this on the pattern, actually, Gemma, I might create a little template for everybody. But realistically, you do need to have in your life a Fiskars circle cutter.
Yes.
I'll show you why in a minute.
Yes, yes, yes.
But otherwise, you can get various implements around your house and make templates. I would just do a semicircle template and cut on the fold.
Plan stand.
Done. Done. What size shall we do?
Ooh.
Should we do a little diddly one or a big one, or what do you fancy?
So a little diddly one would be good for like your AirPods, wouldn't it?
What size is that? I've cut a little bit of
Oh, we'll go with what you've got.
oh, four, there you go. A little 4.5 inch, that'll give a 4-inch finished pouch, right?
Nice.
So, let's have a bit of this, shall we? Mix and match our fabrics. Bit of that. If you've not had a circle cutter, Fiskars circle cutter in your life, watch now, because you're going to be like, oh, well, this is a zazzy little. Yeah, zazzy is a word. Sylv says zazzy is a word. It's used in The Big Bang Theory.
Well, if it's in The Big Bang Theory, then obviously
And
it's
you
a
know
word.
I love The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that Sheldon uses zazzy quite a lot. There, oh, I've just caught a thread. Is your circle done and done? Give that a quick press. Easy, and they're the same every time. We use these a lot. These are great little makes. You know when you buy zip on a roll, and I always give you too much zip on a roll, and you get left over with bits that are like that long?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't chuck 'em.
Do not chuck them. Let's have a bit out of this. And our fat quarters, by the way, are proper fat quarters. They're not American fat quarters which are done off a yard. They are your full 20 inches, not 18. So it just goes in the groove and slides around. You've got these little pokey uppy bits that slot into the groove, and around you go. And I'm going to cut 4, so you're going to see this again. And it's just brilliant. What's your... what?
Sorry. No results for zazzy in the English dictionary,
Wow.
says Collins. Remember, they're dictionary people. However, a general...
Collins want to have a word with
Yep.
themselves, because I think it would be a great addition.
Although the general Google-ness says zazzy, mainly US, meaning
Yeah.
flashy, colourful, vivid, stylish, strikingly novel.
Now you'll see on here that you've got a cross here, and that's your centre part of your semicircle. So we're always cutting on the fold here, but you'll also notice there's another line further down. That's your 1/4 inch. So if you just want a semicircle with a 1/4 inch, you're going to line up on that second one. If you're just doing a circle, you're going to line up on that actual cross there. How very Eastery of us.
Yeah.
Go on the 4. Now that's a 4-inch finished, so it's giving us a 4.5 inch. And when you press down, that engages the blade, and round you go. And then the blade goes. So press down, blade comes out, and it's tilly tiny blade. It's just brilliant. I love it very, very much. And if you're grabbing the 4 Liberty Fat quarters, do, because they are lovely. Haven't used this one yet. Oh, actually, this is one of my favourites.
Oh,
It's
here we
really
go.
hard to
Really difficult
choose.
decision time.
It's really hard to choose because I love them all. But you know full well, look at this. Isn't that beautiful?
Gorgeous.
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 Gorgeous. And I mean, I've made all of my makes out of my own. This is my own fat quarter bundle. I've not like cut into anybody else's. I've made two now of the pouches. I'm now going to do the ones that we've just made.
The twist lock.
The Ziploc ones. Twist lock. Not Ziploc. That's like a
bag.
plastic baggie, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. So you're going to start off with 4 different circles. Okay. And you can use any of your scraps for this, but you know, Liberta's a bit posh, isn't it? So why wouldn't you? And if you're selling, they're quick, easy makes to sell as well. And if you want to use these zips, then you absolutely can. Look, all of these will work. You've got your mid-grey, you've got your navy in there. You could use your navy in there. Or if you want to do something super special, then look, you've got these we've got our continuous zips, and they're really great too. So we'll start over here. You've got to decide. I'm going to have those for my top 2, and then one for my outer and one for my inner. That will be my inner. And then on your H650 rather, pop it on both sides, okay? And the way that I've done this is a little bit strange, I do understand, and I'm not repentant in any way about that, because and I've never seen it done this way either, but I'm just going to show you a slightly different way because I can. Because if you're using one-sided interfacing, you've only got one-sided interfacing, there's a little change that I would make, but it just makes life easy to use the double-sided. And we have been saving. Gemma knows I've been saving the HH650 for such a time.
Yes.
Right. With these, so we've interfaced both sides of that, and then we are going to cut this in half. Alright, so, and if you want to press that to find that middle line, then do. And just pop it on top of your other HH650 piece there, like that, and chop it all in half. Okay, so now I'm going to take these, my interfacing to one side. If you're using a single-sided interfacing, then adhere it now. Okay, but I'm not, so I'm going to adhere it later so that I don't have to faff about with getting my Teflon pressing sheet or anything like that out. Now, I'm going to use this zip up. It's got a little bit of a mark on it, so it gets thrown to me to use for demos because we wouldn't sell anything that has a mark on, but that's absolutely fine. I'm happy to use that. And so don't worry if you're using up old zips. You might have old zips in your stash. And that is absolutely fine. Or you might be using, you know, leftover continuous zip. Like I say, we always give you more than you need. So
it's always best to have a little too much, isn't it? They're not enough.
Yeah. Right sides together with your fabrics. Oh, bless you.
Sorry.
And I'm going with different ones here. You don't have to, you can, you know, do it all the same, but I quite like just the colour and the brightness of doing it this way. And then I'm just going to stitch down there. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah. And the beauty of using a larger size zip than you need is that you don't have to worry about moving anything out the way. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pull that to one side and you are going to press it to one side. Now the reason I use wash away quilters tape again is that if you have any left, then you can just, if you can just see there's a little bit showing there, that'll wipe away. I can wipe that away, that's no bother. I'm going to get my half piece of HH650, I'm going to open that up. I'm just going to lay that along there, close that back over and adhere it, right?
Yeah.
Now this isn't how you would normally do it at all, but do you remember me saying, and I just want to make sure that that is along the edge, pop that into the fold there. Or you can just trim 1/4 of an inch off if you want it just to sit in there flush. The reason that we're doing this is so that you don't have to worry about any fray later. If it's interface, it's not going to fray, it's giving it that extra bit of whatever. And now I'm just going to stitch that down there, okay?
Marvellous.
So it is unusual, but I do have reasons for my madness. And then we're going to repeat doing exactly the same thing to the other side.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray, hooray. I'm going to swap it over though, so I've got that on this side here.
Oh, can we give Di a little shout out? She
Hi,
says,
Di.
I am also getting through the tissues. I need positivity. Thank goodness for you lot.
Yay!
We're trying positivity today.
We are trying.
Sorry, Di.
We're just trying.
We're very trying today.
It's also kind of how we get described sometimes. There we go.
Oh, Natasha.
What?
You know when I said we should put the clasps at a higher price?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should have put the clasps at a higher price.
Why?
So they've all sold out.
Oh, well done.
Erica says she's gutted. She didn't get any because she couldn't check out fast enough.
Oh,
and will we
gosh.
be getting any more? We can try.
I can try and get them.
They do
Yeah,
take
for
a
sure.
while.
Again, you know, these things I import them. Like there's no secret to this. I import them because I can't find them in this country. Like it's pretty simple. I can't find them, so I have to import them.
No, it's the only way.
I'm just going to stitch down there. But it does mean that it takes a while. And also because I'm never sure if I'm never sure if you're going to like it, so I don't buy millions and millions and millions.
Yeah.
And then I buy them, and then I'm like, oh, you liked it. Oops. Should have bought some more.
Oh, so there's quite a few people saying they were trying to buy the clasps and they checked, by the time they checked out, they'd gone. Putting something in your basket, unfortunately, doesn't secure it. You do need to check it out. So if there's lots of you putting things in the basket at the same time and someone checks out quicker, then they will go, I'm afraid. But we will try and get some more. Also, we've had a few people wanting the pink premium snap kits, like yours, Tash.
Oh, like mine
metal
from
snap
yesterday.
kits.
Yeah,
Yes.
again, they're an import job. I will have to.
We'll see what we can source.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to register your interest and buy them now, I will get them. I can get
those
them.
we should be able to get, shouldn't we? So
Yeah.
I'll put those on delayed dispatch.
And also, guys, have
Or
you got your
pre-order.
advent calendars?
Yes, that's true.
Because
we've now
we've-
opened the advent calendar back up. We haven't mentioned that today, have we?
Okay. So we now have this scenario going on, okay? And you can press it and make sure that that HH650 is really adhered onto there.
Right.
And now we're going to make a little tab, all right? So again, these are the saved bits from the earlier make. And I'm just going to use a little 1.5 by 2 inch piece here. You can make it bigger if you want. So for example, for the lady that might want to do this and have it on the pegs, do bigger ones and do it on the pegs, just make these longer than 2 inches so that you can hang them directly onto your pegs.
Yes.
But for the rest of us, we're going to do this a bit like you do your binding. So fold those raw edges into the middle and press. Fold in half again and then stitch down both sides. And if you were batch making these, I'd just do like one great long length of these.
Yeah. There's a definite request, Tash, for some storage pods. We have a request from Lo for storage pods for little baby clothes.
Oh, yes. Perfect.
So all good ideas.
If you want to, we're going to put this on here. If you want to, you can do this either end. So if your zip is going to be your top bit, for example, then you can just pop it on there. You can baste it in place should you wish, or just have it in there. I've got a thread, that's annoying. Or just have it in there if you want. It's up to you. I'm going to baste it. I like to do it a little bit like that. And I'm just going to baste that. Oh no! You know what I've just done?
What have you done? Was that a needle?
I forgot, no, I forgot to actually put my zip pull in.
Oh,
so I'm just
no.
going to undo that bit. It was all going swimmingly, wasn't it? It was all going way too well for me this morning.
Well, yes, but you know, you have to do something real. Makes everyone else feel fabulous.
Well, that's just it, isn't it? Yeah.
And we are real here, as you can hear.
Oh, God,
Sniffly snots and
I'm
mistakes
so
and
sorry.
all.
Yeah. There you go, pop that in. And then, yeah, you can baste that back in place. Trim away all those millions of threads I've now got. Well done, me!
You know what it is? Because you were saying how lovely and easy these makes were this morning.
What, I had to go and mess it up? Yeah.
Someone had to come and kick you in the pants, bring you back down to earth, didn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with that. That's fine. Very comfortable with all of that. Whee! And there goes my needle.
See, I predicted that a minute ago because that's what I
just
thought had happened.
did produce that. No, do you know what? I watched it, I went, oh, that's gone in at a funny angle.
Yeah.
Right, we'll just change that. Do you know what?
That's the beauty of having a box of 100 needles, though, isn't it, eh? That's what we love.
It's just something that a risk you run when you work with zips, isn't it?
This is why you should always have specs on when you're sewing, even if you don't need them.
Well,
You know,
just go a bit
safety
slower.
glasses in case a bit of needle comes flipping up.
Well, I mean, it hasn't. But well.
It happens, you know.
Where is my Tic Tac case?
Oh, the Tic Tac case for the bits of broken needle.
But, and this is the other reason actually, that it's really good to have magnetic-y things somewhere.
Yes.
Because then when you do drop a needle,
Yeah.
then you can. I'm just going to
Wave the dish around and
Whoops.
it'll jump. You're destroying everything.
Everything.
Yeah. all
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. Oh yeah, everything.
Things aren't going well for me, says Tash, so I shall ruin it all.
I'm going to
Sew it all
just
everywhere.
throw stuff around
Yeah,
the studio.
why not?
I don't care. Look at me throwing it everywhere. It's all good.
Oh dear.
I'm using these up, Gem,
Good plan, Sam.
because these are just little ones that get lost everywhere, aren't they?
Yeah.
Now, pop that in. Remember which machine I'm changing the needle on, and then it's got to go in at a funny old
Yeah,
angle
they're
on
all
this
a bit
one.
different, aren't they?
Ooh. Lovely Jenny of #sew has just finally got her machine, same as mine. She's super excited. Now, she's always been a £4,000 machine girl
Okay.
from Dukey. She's another Dukey ambassador, loves a bit of Dukey. And have I now run out of bobbin fill as well?
Has it all gone on? All at the same time? Well done you.
Might be there. Let me just grab a scrap and check. Oh no, we're all good. Of course we are. It's a Dukey, darling. We're all good. Apart from I've got it all caught around the foot. There we go. Right, as we were. Haha. So we've got that in. Now, let's give this a go, shall we? Depending on how neat your zip is, I'm going to be really honest, right? Your zip might not be that neat in terms of like that this still looks exactly like a circle.
Yeah.
When I used a wider zip, this looks slightly elongated.
Of course.
Do not panic.
No, panic ye not.
Right sides together, like so. Actually, this is really neat. Oh, this negates my point completely. When I don't want to do something right, you know, that's fine. But sew from your circular side. So you might have a little bit of fabric squidged around the edge, and that's absolutely fine. And when you get to the zip, just go back and forth a little bit.
Sure.
Let's play Needle Jeopardy.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And round we go. Just because you're gonna snip that away. I really hope I don't, because I But if you're worried, hand crank. I got a little bit
Yeah.
exuberant,
Doubt.
as I do. Do you know what?
Natasha,
When I was first learning to sew, Gem,
Yeah.
I snapped a needle. I didn't go near my machine for another 6 months because
Oh,
I didn't know how to change
really?
it. Yeah.
Oh.
I really thought it was the end of the world. In fact, if I'm honest, I think I might have bought a new sewing machine because it had a needle inserted in it and I didn't know how to do it.
Oh, good, eh?
Yeah. And because I was so
Can't
scared,
do that
I
every
thought
time
I'd
you break a
broken my
needle, can
machine.
you?
Huh?
You can't do that every time you break a needle, can you?
No, but I was learning and I didn't know, and I thought, oh my goodness, I've broken my machine. And I didn't
bless you.
realise, and also I didn't know which needles. That's the other thing. I didn't know which needles to then go for. Oh, I've completely not given you the angle that you needed. I've sewn all the way around. I'm going to get rid of any excess zip. Then I'm going to get my pinking shears, Gemini. And I'm going to pink around the edges.
Apparently Jenny Raymond now has a dookie, says Lizzie Krangle.
Well, you know, when you get to the bit where the zip is, if you want to, you can just sort of go at a bit of an angle and get that pinking still in there. She's coming across too. It's interesting.
Once you go there, though.
Huh?
Once you go there, you can't.
You don't want to go back,
No.
and then you don't want to demo anything
No.
else because you know it's not going to be.
So true.
It's not going to be the one.
So true.
Right.
My husband's just noticed that since I got my dookie, I spend more time sewing and less time cutting. Which is, I think, a really good way to sum it up.
Yeah.
Lots of people have said, open zip, Tash, open zip, Tash.
It was. No, it's all right. It was. It was. It was part opened. As long as
YouTube
it's
and
part
Facebook, open zip, Tash. Is it open? Is your zip open, Tash?
We're all good. We are all good. And then that's it done.
Oh, that's fabulous.
I'm embarrassed to say, is that quick and easy? But only because we've used the HH650.
Yeah.
And it's just, there we go. So that is your little pouch. Give it a good
Perfect.
press. If you wanted to, if you didn't use the HH650, you could just pop a little row of stitches around there just to
Ooh,
to
nice.
hide your seam. But you don't need to.
Well, that'd be lovely.
And that's just a little something that you can put. You could put a split ring on there and put that on your bag. You know, actually Emily will love this. I'll put that on, and then I can put that on her school bag.
Fabulous.
Or one of our carbonara clips. What are they called? Carabiner.
We have only got a couple
Of
of
what?
the rainbow sewing machine zip pulls left. So if
What?
they are in your basket,
Whoa,
you need
what?
to check out. I know we had loads. I know.
I bought millions of those.
Yeah, but we've got
Oh,
like
come
literally
on.
a couple. So if they're
I
in
mean,
your
they are
basket,
fun, right? They are really good fun.
then just bear in mind, like I said earlier, if someone else has got them in their basket and they check out, then it's like
Well, then let's just remind you of the other zips, because if you wanted to put a tassel on, these would be your ones,
perfect.
because they've got the holes in there for the tassels. If you wanted,
I
and
love
you
a
get
tassel.
a light gold rainbow and like a nickel silver one. Bless you. If you wanted a rainbow bundle, then we've got the straight bar one. We've got the startup button thing. you've got your flower, you've got your star, you've got your star outline, and you've got your anchor. So we're all about the fun zip. But that is it. That is how easy that is. The hardest part of this is trying to get this blinking split ring on. I'm not going to give it to you to do
because... If you've got jewellery
because...
pliers, you'll be laughing. If you've got jewellery pliers to hand, you'll be laughing.
Why?
Tasha's trying to do it the hard way.
Well, how do you do it with jewellery pliers?
Do a little twist.
What?
To open the split ring, pop it on, and then twist it back again.
What?
I know. I'll show you later.
What? We don't just like jam them in there.
Don't use your nails, that's the thing.
Oh! Been told. Guys, please do get your Liberty bundles. I can't do them at a better price than I have.
No,
it's a
not.
little bit insulting to Liberty. Shh, don't tell them.
Don't tell them.
It's only because of what we've got left. That's it. It's not standard. It's just what we've got left. But yeah, that is today's show. Quick, easy makes. And again, make and sell, guys. You know,
yes,
you can use it up your scraps. The other thing that we're going to load today, Gemma,
yes,
is the glitter cotton that we had. Bear in mind, please, with the glitter cotton, there is an adhesive smell to it. It goes once it's opened and aired, but when you open it, because it's been in that little plastic bag, you will get an adhesive smell. It smells like Copydex.
Yes.
If you remember that smell, it smells like Copydex, but once it's opened and used, it does dissipate. But I just want to warn you, if you are smell sensitive, and this is the last of the fabric,
and it's crazy price.
And it is a crazy price. So we will put up those scrap bags with those, and then you could have a glittery one. It's all good.
We do have a question.
Go on then.
The HH650 Tash.
Yes.
Is a Fleecelina product.
Yes, it is.
It is a double-sided fusible fleece.
Yes.
Is it the same as H640, just double-sided?
No,
or is
it's lighter weight.
There we go.
It's lighter weight because we're working with smaller size things. And if you want to go even smaller with these, just don't put any interfacing in at all, but you're going to have to pin it more carefully. The HH650, basically the HH650 is basting this for you, which makes it really, really easy, and also means that it won't fray where you've pinking sheared the pinking shears will stop it from fraying anyway. This just reinforces that. Look at the back of that, isn't that pretty?
So your H640 is a bit of a chunky monkey. Your H630 is a little thinner, isn't it?
It's more towards the H630, but I'd say this is even just a smidge lighter than that. But it's just a really lovely product. It gives that a little bit of, I mean, how pretty is that inside? Oomph. And all from your scraps, or just, and you can pop in, well, maybe you want it to keep all your little zip pulls in.
Not a bad plan. But yeah, like I say, you could make some for your AirPods.
Yep. Yeah, you can make an even smaller set, can't you?
You can never find that case when you're rummaging around your bag.
Yeah, and if you just have them to hand.
Beautifully.
There you go. And just with really, really pretty fabrics. And if you're making to sell, of course.
Okay, lots of people going, half meter heavens, question mark times 3. No half meter heavens.
No, there are half meter heavens.
Panic, there is.
Okay, no, don't worry about this. So there are half meter heavens. I'm halfway through doing the half meter heavens because I felt rubbish yesterday and I went home early. And I will post a video on Facebook of the half meter heavens.
Lovely.
So you will get that video. I will post it. You can see it. And there's William Morris in there. There's all sorts this week in there. But I just wanted to add a few more. I'm literally halfway. I can't do that. I give up. I surrender. Well done if you managed to get your clips and clasps. Well done if you managed to get your sewing machine zip pull. They are all the fun. I will endeavour to get more, but just know it will take weeks. If you want to, we'll put up a pre-order if you want to get the snap kit that I used yesterday. Already getting it, well done. And if you want your advent calendar, grab that. Because this is sort of the last amount that we will be adding. Because like I say, the advent calendars aren't a money-making exercise for us. They're a little something that we do for you. So we can't do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. There we go, everybody. Have a lovely rest of the week. We have a pre-recorded show with Jane doing this quilt on Friday and again on Monday because it's a big one and there's lots of parts to it.
Agreed.
It's running over 2 shows. We also have a bag pattern for you using this fabulous fabric which you will see, which is just gorgeous. So it's not just that one thing.
And they're all at crazy prices, these
We've
kits.
taken a third off.
We have.
So I'm just going to warn you in
Silly.
advance. This is a big quilt, but it's got a third off the price. I cannot do any better for you than that. And if you just want a huge amount of fabulous fabric, just get it, because you're not paying for the pattern.
No.
You're just paying for the fabrics.
Yeah.
At a quarter off. No, a third off, even better.
Third off.
At a third off. So there we go. So have a lovely Easter. I will see you after Easter.
You will.
Da, 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 da.
So don't miss
Tuesday
Friday,
show. So
don't
Monday's
miss
show
Monday.
is the second part of this quilt show, and then Tuesday
Not to be missed.
is not to be missed. We've taken the products down for it. I will tell you now, it is a sale show.
Yep.
And we've taken the products down so you can't get them now, because I hate to put a sale show on and have people go, but I only bought that last week. So we've taken them off stock so that nobody is upset that you've recently bought them. And so we'll have a sale show for you on Tuesday.
Agreed.
Hooray. All right, take care. Have a lovely Easter. Lots of love. Take care. Eat lots of chocolate.
Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.